Hey everyone, this is Lulu, Queen of Hustles. I ask that you like, share, subscribe, and comment on this page. We're not going to be here really long. My phone's been giving me a hard time. Am I surprised? The enemy gets mad. And he don't want this message out. On this page, we talk about life. We talk about relationships, events, gigs, and wellness, and just having a thankful heart, and many other things. I'm going to talk about today was Thanksgiving Sunday, a day of fellowship, friendship, and funship. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Um, with the friendship, fellowship, and funship, I hope that it's been a great Sunday for you. It was a very long, productive day. I got a lot of things done today, and it was just a long day here in Central Texas, or within Texas. We are preparing for somewhat of an Arctic freeze, so the stores have been jam packed. Supermarkets, parking lots, all that good stuff. I did do a ride share today. I always try to get it in a little bit where I can, when I can, and it was a super busy day. It was a marathon. They had a marathon downtown here in Houston, Texas, and surprisingly, I picked up a few of the family members who family were participating in the marathon. That was very interesting. I even picked up a marathon runner who had just completed his portion of what he was doing at the marathon, and he showed me one of his awards. It was really neat. It was like a big Texas, like a Texas map of Texas, and our signature for Texas, and it had green and blue, and it was really like, it was like the size of your hand, the palm of your hand. It was quite big, and he told me, I said, so what do you do with your medals? And he was telling me that he put them in a drawer. He says, I just have a whole drawer full of them. I said, don't you think it's time to maybe put them up? And he said, yeah, I think it is time. So he said, I've been just trying to collect to see when I would be able to possibly start hanging them up. Looks like my camera's going to act right because it's been giving me the blues. I had to clean out a lot of stuff in my phone so it would hold a video. But anywho, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Today is Thanksgiving Sunday, fun day, friendship and funship. We have to remember that the Bible is still living out in front of us. What do I mean by that? I was presented with something, and I think we forget that a lot of things come still come out to play that are in the Bible right today, right today. And I was presented with something to do something. And at first I didn't understand, like, well, God, why you want me to do that? I really didn't understand why he wanted me to do that. And I was very baffled, but still I did it. I still did it. I followed through with it, even though I was confused the whole time, like, why am I doing this? Why I'm not gonna, in case they watch it, I don't want to say too much. But I was like, what is this about? So I was obedient. And it came to me that it was a test. Would I pass the test? Would I do what God was instructing me to do? And really, what it is, sometimes in a roundabout way, God will show you. I just have to speak from my own personal experience. He'll remind you of something to show you that that's not really what you want. Even though sometimes you be thinking, well, that's what I want. Or is that what I really want? But he'll show you why it is that you don't want that. And I went through with what God had showed me he wanted me to do. Not even knowing. I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? But I did it. And then God gave me a way out. And the first thing that came to me was Abraham, Isaac, and the ram in the bush. I asked that you subscribe, like, share, and comment. I said, look at God. It was really a test. It was a test to see would I go through with what he was asking me to go through, even though I wasn't comfortable with doing it. I wasn't comfortable at all with doing it. I questioned it, but then I was like, God, is this really you? Are you really telling me to do this? And once I did it, I understood. Would I pass the test? Well, I passed the test because I did it. And then he gave me a way out. I got all the way to that point. And then, like Abraham with his son Isaac, a ram appeared in the bush. And I laughed. Oh, I laughed when I thought about it after the fact. And I said, oh, that was a test. Now, I passed that test because I did what I was supposed to do, even though I wasn't comfortable with it. And I got all the way to the finish line and God gave me a way out. This is for somebody. This is for somebody somewhere. And thank God my phone has not cut off because it's been popping off. Thank God. I think it's working correctly now. Sometimes God want to know, will you be diligent? This is Thanksgiving Sunday, fun day, a day of friendship, fellowship, and funship. Will you be obedient? Will you follow through with what he's telling you to follow through? Even though when you're not, I just, because I've been lounging and everything, so we just going to do my little living room here. Even when you're not comfortable with what he's asking you to do, and it kind of feels a little icky and a little sticky, will you follow through? Because a lot of times it's a test. Will you pass that test? This is for somebody somewhere. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that's been presented with certain situations that sometimes you don't really understand. Why am I doing this? Why am I going this way? Why am I moving this way? Why am I moving to this city? Why am I going to this job? Why am I, joining this club? Why am I this? Why am I that? Mentorship, just whatever it is. Why am I doing it? And then you have that urging, that unction that's telling you, you need to do it, you need to do it. And you be like, but why? When it does not make sense. And the question is to you, I propose to you, will you pass your test? Because if it's not what you're really supposed to do or where you're really supposed to go, God gonna give you a way out. But he want to know, will you be obedient? Will you follow? Will you listen? He'll get you all the way to the finish line. And then he'll say, okay, all right, daughter, you're listening. All right, son, you're listening. Like Abraham, God wanted to know, was Abraham, will he be obedient? How much did he really love him? How much was he, let me say correct, how much was he willing to really show his love? He was willing to show his love so much that he would sacrifice his son Isaac. Got all the way there, got all the way to the point to where he was willing to sacrifice his own son. And the angels, enough. A ram appeared in the bush. Glory to God. That's enough. Huh? This is for somebody somewhere. Don't be afraid where God is trying to take you. Don't be afraid of what he's telling you to do. You go ahead and do it. Because you want to know at the end of the day, I'm so thankful my video has not cut off, thank God. You want to know at the end of the day that you passed your test. Well done, son. Well done, daughter. So this message is not going to be long. I hope that everybody is getting prepared or should be prepared for the Arctic freeze that is coming through Texas. I pray that your family stay warm and safe. And if you do lose power, and if you're in a bad situation, try to, find your way out of that situation. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If if you lose power and you wear out power for a good while, and if you can contact your family, contact your family. If you can't, you never know with your neighbors. You never know. We have neighbors, and we have to remember sometimes we have to ask for help. You have to ask for help. And if you're in a situation throughout this freeze and you can't get to your family or your friends, if you have neighbors around, you never know who's willing to help you. But a closed mouth never get fed. If you don't open your mouth, you cannot get help. That is for someone, and I just pray everyone be safe. I pray that that you don't have issues with your plumbing and things like that. You don't lose power. Everyone that's under my voice that is listening and watching this video, I ask that a protection of safety be around you and yours and your family and your home, your vehicles, your plumbing, your piping. Please drip your sinks, open your cabinets, any sinks that are near, like where you have near windows and stuff like that. Open those sinks so that air can get through there, that warm air, and drip. And they said, like, you want to do a mixture of a warm and a cool drip. Get those faucets dripping. And I just pray for protection, that everyone that hears this, that you come through the storm well, and you don't lose anything from this Arctic freeze. And I just thank you for watching. And again, my name is Lulu. I am Queen of Hustles. Today is Thanksgiving Sunday, fun day, a day of friendship, funship, and fellowship. And I ask that you like, subscribe, share, and comment. Until the next time, everyone, be safe and stay warm, okay? Peace.